Everything you've been told about aging gracefully is a complete lie. Because the people living past 100 in America don't follow a single piece of advice from your doctor, your nutritionist, or those flashy health magazines at the grocery store checkout. So why are centenarians outliving everyone else by decades? And what are they really eating when no one's watching? Welcome back to Elder Secrets, where we uncover the hidden truths that could add decades to your life. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something that's going to shock you. After spending months interviewing centenarians across America, from a 104-year-old farmer in Iowa to a 108-year-old grandmother in Texas, I discovered their eating habits fly in the face of everything we've been taught about nutrition. These aren't the quinoa and kale stories you'll hear on morning TV. These are the real, unfiltered secrets from people who've cracked the code on longevity. In the next 20 minutes, you'll discover the 12 surprising foods that centenarians swear by, why they completely ignore modern diet trends, and the one controversial eating habit that nutritionists hate but extends life by decades. You'll also learn about the forbidden foods that 100-year-olds eat daily, foods that would make your doctor cringe. But here's the thing that'll really blow your mind. Most of these secrets have nothing to do with what you eat, and everything to do with how you think about food itself. Secret number 1. They eat real butter, and lots of it. Let me introduce you to Eleanor, 103 years old, from Vermont. Every morning for the past 80 years, she starts her day with 2 thick slices of sourdough bread, slathered with real, farm-fresh butter. Not margarine, not some low-fat spread. Real butter. Eleanor told me, "Honey, when I was young, we didn't have all these fake foods. We had butter from our cows, and we lived longer than anyone does now with all their fancy substitutes." Here's what's fascinating. While we've been conditioned to fear saturated fats, centenarians never got that memo. They grew up eating full-fat dairy, and their hearts are still beating strong after a century. Modern science is finally catching up, showing that natural saturated fats might actually protect against heart disease when they're not processed to death. But here's where it gets interesting. Secret number 2. They never count calories, ever. Margaret, 101 from Alabama, laughed when I asked about her daily caloric intake. "Sweetheart, I've been eating when I'm hungry and stopping when I'm full for 100 years. Never counted a single calorie in my life." This flies directly in the face of every diet plan you've ever seen. While we obsess over numbers on nutrition labels, centenarians eat intuitively. They listen to their bodies instead of their fitness apps. And here's the kicker. They maintain healthy weights without even trying. Research from the Okinawan centenarians shows they practice hara hachibu, eating until 80% full. But American centenarians do something similar without even knowing the fancy Japanese term. They just stop eating when they feel satisfied. Secret number 3. They eat forbidden foods daily. This one's going to ruffle some feathers. Robert, 105 from Montana, eats bacon and eggs every single morning. Has done so for 60 years. His cholesterol, perfect. His blood pressure, better than most 40-year-olds. "I tried that oatmeal once," Robert chuckled. "Made me hungry an hour later. Bacon and eggs keep me going all morning." While nutrition experts preach about limiting processed meats, these centenarians grew up on them. And they're still here. The difference? The bacon Robert eats comes from local farms, not factory production lines. It's about quality, not quantity. But this next secret will make you rethink everything you know about healthy eating. Secret number 4. They eat sugar the right kind. Dorothy, 102 from Oregon, bakes apple pie every Wednesday, and she eats a slice with vanilla ice cream. Real sugar, real cream, real butter in the crust. She's been doing this ritual for 70 years. "My grandmother lived to 96, Dorothy explained. "She taught me that life's too short to eat cardboard. Everything in moderation, including moderation itself." The secret isn't avoiding sugar, it's choosing natural sources. Dorothy's sugar comes from fresh apples, real maple syrup, and honey from local beekeepers. She's never touched artificial sweeteners, diet sodas, or sugar-free anything. Recent studies suggest that completely eliminating sugar might actually stress the body more than consuming it naturally. Centenarians eat dessert, but they make it from scratch. Secret number 5. They ignore expiration dates. This one shocked me. Frank, 104 from Wisconsin, keeps a pantry that would make health inspectors nervous. Canned goods from 2019. Dried beans older than some voters. But Frank knows something we've forgotten. Food doesn't magically become poison at midnight on the expiration date. During the Depression, Frank explained, we couldn't afford to throw away food just because some date passed. We used our noses, our eyes, our common sense. Centenarians trust their instincts over corporate marketing. They smell food before eating it. They look for actual signs of spoilage. They don't live in fear of arbitrary dates printed on packages. But here's where their wisdom gets truly controversial. Secret number 6. They eat the same thing every day. While Instagram influencers push variety and food diversity, centenarians do the exact opposite. Martha, 100 from Kansas, has eaten oatmeal with brown sugar for breakfast every day for 30 years. Same bowl, same spoon, same routine. I know what makes my body feel good, Martha said. Why fix something that isn't broken? This contradicts every nutrition book ever written. We're told we need variety, different nutrients from different sources. But centenarians find what works and stick with it. Their digestive systems aren't constantly adapting to new foods. They've achieved nutritional equilibrium. Secret number 7. They don't drink water, they sip it. George, 103 from Florida, drinks coffee all morning, tea all afternoon, and wine with dinner. Plain water? Maybe a glass with meals. That's it. I don't understand why everyone's walking around with those giant water bottles, George mused. We got our fluids from food, coffee, and tea. Seem to work just fine. While hydration experts push 8 glasses of water daily, centenarians get their fluids from multiple sources. Coffee provides antioxidants. Tea offers polyphenol. Even their foods contain water, soups, fruits, vegetables. This next secret will change how you think about meal timing forever. Secret number 8. They skip breakfast, sometimes. This contradicts everything we've heard about breakfast being the most important meal. But James, 106 from New Mexico, often doesn't eat until noon. Some mornings I'm hungry, some I'm not, James explained. I don't force food just because the clock says it's breakfast time. Centenarians practice intermittent fasting without calling it that. They eat when genuinely hungry, not when scheduled. Their metabolisms have learned to be flexible, burning stored energy when food isn't immediately available. Secret number 9. They eat fat to stay thin. While the world went fat-free in the 90s, centenarians never stopped eating full-fat foods. Whole milk, real cheese, nuts, olive oil, avocados. Ruth, 101 from California, puts olive oil on everything. Fat makes you satisfied, Ruth explained. Without it, I'm hungry all the time. She's absolutely right. Dietary fat triggers satiety hormones, keeps blood sugar stable, and provides slow-burning energy. Centenarians never fell for the low-fat trap that left millions constantly hungry and gaining weight. But this next eating habit is the most controversial of all. Secret number 10. They eat alone a lot. This goes against every social dining recommendation ever made. But centenarians often eat their meals in peaceful solitude. Henry, 102 from Maine, takes his lunch on the porch every day, alone with his thoughts and his sandwich. Eating should be peaceful, Henry said. Not rushed, not distracted, not argumentative. Just peaceful. Without the pressure of conversation, centenarians actually taste their food. They chew slowly, digest properly, and recognize fullness signals. Social media didn't exist to photograph their meals. They just ate. Secret number 11. They never eat, diet, anything. Walk through any centenarian's kitchen, and you won't find a single package with diet, light, or sugar-free on the label. Anna, 104 from New York, was horrified when I showed her a diet cola. What did they take out of it? She asked. And what did they put in to replace it? Centenarians eat real food, period. If they want something sweet, they eat sugar. If they want something rich, they eat fat. They don't try to trick their taste buds with chemical substitutes. Their philosophy is simple. If you can't pronounce an ingredient, don't eat it. And here's the most shocking secret of all. Secret number 12. They don't worry about food. This might be the most important secret. Centenarians don't stress about their diet. They don't read nutrition labels obsessively. Don't calculate macros. Don't panic about eating the wrong thing. Mary, 108 from Texas, put it perfectly, "Honey, I've seen people worry themselves into early graves over what they're eating. Food is supposed to nourish your body and bring you joy, not give you anxiety attacks. The stress hormone cortisol is one of the fastest ways to age your body. By maintaining a relaxed relationship with food, centenarians avoid the chronic stress that's killing younger generations. They trust their bodies. They trust their instincts. Most importantly, they trust that one unhealthy meal won't undo a lifetime of generally good choices. The hidden truth about centenarian eating. Here's what I discovered after months of interviews. It's not really about the food at all. It's about the relationship with food. Centenarians eat seasonally because that's what was available. They eat locally because that's what was affordable. They eat simply because complicated wasn't an option. They eat socially when they want company, alone when they want peace. Most importantly, they eat without guilt, without anxiety, without constant second-guessing. They've maintained the natural relationship with food that modern society has completely destroyed. They don't eat to optimize. They don't eat to perform. They don't eat to impress anyone. They eat to live, and they've been doing it successfully for over a century. So there you have it, the real eating secrets of American centenarians. Not the sanitized, Instagram-worthy version you'll see in health magazines, but the honest truth from people who've actually lived to see their great-great-grandchildren. They eat real butter, skip meals when they're not hungry, ignore expiration dates, and never stress about any of it. They choose quality over quantity, simplicity over complexity, and peace of mind over perfectionism. The most surprising part? These aren't really secrets at all. They're just common sense that got buried under decades of diet culture, marketing schemes, and nutritional fear-mongering. Maybe it's time we stopped making food so complicated. Maybe it's time we listened to the people who've actually figured out how to live well for an entire century. Which of these secrets surprised you the most? Are you ready to start eating like a centenarian? Drop a comment below and let me know which habit you're going to try first. And if this video opened your eyes to a different way of thinking about food and longevity, hit that subscribe button. We dive deep into the real secrets of healthy aging every week. No mainstream nonsense. Just honest wisdom from people who've lived long enough to know what actually works. Remember, you don't need to live to 100 to start eating like someone who will. These centenarians are still here for a reason, and now you know their secrets. Until next time, keep seeking those elder secrets that could change everything.